So we're here at VisualOn, here at Mobile World Congress. So what are you talking about here?
So, hi, my name is Deepak Das and I'm the Senior Marketing Director at VisualOn. This is Jan Antonioli. Hello. Hi. He's one of our application engineering managers. At VisualOn, we're a software multimedia framework company. We develop software for video enablement across all the connected device ecosystem, ensuring high quality playback and a compelling user experience. We mainly supply to two ends of the market. One is the device manufacturers who choose to use our audio and video codecs for achieving superior playback on all their connected devices and handsets. And also the other end of the market that we serve is the content providers. A lot of the content providers are looking to ensure having a compelling playback across the connected device ecosystem, and our on-screen media player plus platform enables them to develop a player, with the player development toolkit they can develop a player that enables superior playback, and it's a very highly modular framework that enables them to do that.
So it's a software solution, you license it out to manufacturers or carriers or both?
Right, absolutely. It's a software solution, and it's a software stack that basically we license out to device manufacturers, and device manufacturers can pick and choose as to what they want to use, but we also have a player development toolkit, which is a complete software stack that enables them to deploy a complete streaming application using our software stack.
Many people are using it, right?
Absolutely. So we have 8 of the 10 largest handset manufacturers, including some of these, some or all of the components in the stack, and then we also have a lot of content providers using the player development toolkit to enable their streaming applications. Some of the examples are Netflix is one of our customers, so is Orange Video on Demand in France, and also Mobi TV, who use our technology.
So when you say 8 of the 10 biggest manufacturers use it, does that mean they use it on at least one device that they're making? Not all of them, right?
Right, absolutely. So there are some classes of devices that they use them on, and we are, as of now, I believe that we're shipping in over 200 million devices as of now. But they can choose to use some of the audio codecs or the video codecs, but overall they're using some components of our platform.
So it doesn't necessarily show up to the end user, that it says, it doesn't show the logo VisualOn, right. It's just there.
Right, so absolutely. So the end user never gets an idea as to what the underlying technology is, but more than likely that any player or playback that they're using uses our software stack.
It's for Android?
Pardon me?
It works on Android?
Yes, it does. Actually, Android is a big challenge for many of the content producers. They have to be able to deploy across the widely fragmented Android ecosystem, and we take the fragmentation out of the issue for them. We enable deployment across the fragmented device ecosystem.
Nice. So let's talk about which processors you support.
Yes. So basically we have all these different video formats supported, audio formats, file formats, and also all these streaming protocols, HTTP live streaming, smooth streaming, Dash, the upcoming streaming protocol. But we have optimized software for ARM, for example, using the Neon instruction set, but also we can port our software on all the other platforms. We are basically OS agnostic, so we work on Android, iOS, and Windows, but we also are processor agnostic, so we can work on any platform.
But you work better the faster the processor is, no?
So the faster the processor is, the better quality of video you can get, the higher resolution or bitrate you can get at with a software solution.
So it starts from, let's say, D1 resolution all the way up to 1080p?
It can, depending on the processing power that you have available on the device, yes, it can go as far as that.
So, for example, let's say one of the latest Cortex A9s, you can do 1080p 60 frames per second every codec, or?
So depending on the iOS version, for example, some specific versions of Android, we could reach that but depending on the software quality that you want, then we can provide the best set of components so you can get a very high quality playback on all devices.
So you decode on the ARM core. You don't use the DSP, or sometimes you also use the DSP. Do you use the GPU? What do you use?
So depending on what the OS allows us to do, we are going to tap into only the processor or also on the GPU and DSP. So it's dependent. It depends on the platform as well.
And you can even use more than one at a time?
Yes.
Yeah?
So for example, our codecs are optimized for single core, dual core, quad core platforms, so that we can get better and better performance as a new platform becomes available on the market.
So you use the full ARM and the full GPU and the full DSP at the same time to get higher bitrate, higher codecs, higher...
So if you can tap into the hardware directly, there is no need to then rely on the processor to get to those higher resolution and bit rates. But our solution right now on all the applications that are enabled by VisualOn allow you to get very high quality video already, mainly using a software solution and allowing you to support Android, iOS and all these other platforms.
Yeah. So how about HDMI output? Do you do like post-processing, what's it called, making it smooth on the TV?
The HDMI output is usually handled by the operating system or the platform directly, and depending on the customer, they control these as well. They can disable HDMI output if they want. So it's not what we control ourselves. So it's mostly the platform specific in that case.
So it's not an app for sale, right? It's a deep level optimization of Android source.
So what we provide is a multimedia platform which is called the VisualOn On-Stream Media Player Plus. And it can be used not only for Android but iOS, Windows phones, but also supported for Linux platforms, macOS or Windows laptops. So then it allows you to have a seamless integration of one media framework for all the applications running across all platforms.
So is it an app or is it's not an app? It's the part of the OS?
It's a framework like an SDK for Android, a software development kit. And we don't provide an application ourselves. We let our customers provide the application layer on top of our framework.
So all your technology is just in an APK, for example, on Android?
It could be on an APK, so that's, for example, what Netflix provides. They have the Netflix application that is on the device, or something that you can get on the Android market, yes.
Nice. That's how the Netflix application can play video. It's thanks to you.
On Android from 2.2 to 3.0 and more, yes, that's right.
All right. How much does it cost?
Well, we work with individual customers based, on a per customer basis, so we're not really able to discuss pricing, but we do have a platform license fee, and then we work with the customers on some ongoing,
All right. What's the next gonna be at VisualOn?
Well, I think we want to take this technology and provide sort of the a universal, media player. We want to be able to provide a technology that solves the challenge of being able to address compelling video playback on all the connected devices, whether it be mobile devices, handsets, tablets, set-top boxes, smart TVs, or even game consoles and things like that. Content producers have a huge challenge in being able to meet the requirements of delivering video to these devices, and they have to worry about which protocol or which format that they choose. And with our software stack, they don't really have to worry about it. What we aim to do is to any protocol on any platform, as long as they use our multimedia framework, they should be able to do that. We think that's the next natural step.
Nice. So basically, they just use your system, and the apps will automatically work on every different device, every Android device, most of them,
I think
90%?
beyond the Android devices as well, because fragmentation is only increasing. Today there's Android, iOS, BlackBerry, Windows, Symbian, Linux. I'm sure there will be other variants and formats of these various platforms in the near future. Our aim is to take out that fragmentation. We want to take the fear of fragmentation out for all our customers. We need the content providers to be able to embrace our solution, have a single code base, and then basically be able to deploy their content across the connected device ecosystem, and not fear fragmentation.